I have a few things. All of this news and this release and stuff, it's gotten me to think a little bit about the series The Mandalorian itself. And that's what I want to spend the majority of the time talking about here right now. Let me preface this by saying I like The Mandalorian, the television series. I do. I like it. It's fun. It's interesting. It's inventive. They've done some really interesting creative things with the story and with the characters and introducing new characters and introducing old characters. I think there's a lot about the show The Mandalorian that is valuable and interesting and will kind of get us to where we want to be in terms of Star Wars fans, right? But for my taste, it's also a little bland. There are a few things that I definitely don't think that it's a perfect show. So I've kind of broken it down into 3 different parts. Excuse me. Part 1, I feel like every episode follows the same pattern, and I'll talk about more about that in a second. Part 2 is that there's only an A storyline. There's not much of a B storyline, for the most part. And again, I'll expand on that in a second. And then last, this is kind of a nitpick, but it also is something that genuinely bugs me. It's its use of recognizable actors like Amy Sedaris, Bill Burr, Nick Nolte. There have been a few others in there. And for my sentiments, I do find it just a little bit distracting. So let's break this down a little bit. Point number 1. I feel like every episode follows the same pattern. What do I mean by that? So, in The Mandalorian, there seems to be this repetitive format for every single episode, which is the Mandalorian, Mando needs to find blank, right? Let's just say that he needs to find the Ninja Turtle, because the Ninja Turtle has information for him. But in order to find the Ninja Turtle, he needs to go to X planet, right? So he goes to planet Copper. This is my Copper bracelet. He goes to planet Copper, and when he gets to planet Copper, he finds. Oh, let's see if I can get him out. Oh no. Venom. So he goes to planet Copper, he finds Venom and says, "Hey Venom, I need to find Ninja Turtle because the Ninja Turtle has information for me." And Venom says, "Oh yeah, I can tell you where to find Ninja Turtle, but in order to find Ninja Turtle, first I need you to take I have a problem with scissors. Scissors are coming to attack planet Copper. So I need you to take care of the scissors." So, Mando. Sorry, I'm using like all my toys here right now to explain this. Okay, I understand this is Boba Fett, but it's a replacement for Mando. So Mando comes in, pew, 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 kills the scissors. "Oh, thank you, Mando. You've killed the scissors." "Oh, you're very welcome. Now tell me how to find Ninja Turtle." "Oh, I'll tell you how to find Ninja Turtle. You just go here." So he goes over, he finds Ninja Turtle, and Ninja Turtle's like, "Oh, I can tell you exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for the planet headphones. You're looking for the planet headphones. Great, I will go to the planet headphones." And then that's it. And then in the next episode, Mandalorian goes to the planet headphones, and on the planet headphones, he finds Cherry. He finds Cherry. And on the planet headphones, Mandalorian finds Planet Cherry, and Cherry says, "Oh, I can tell you, you're looking for you're looking for the Juggernaut. You're looking for the Juggernaut. But in order to find the Juggernaut, you first have to do something for me. You're gonna have scissors." And so scissors, let's just say scissors are back. "Oh no, we've been plagued by scissors." And scissors are they're about to cut up the planet headphones, and so in order to get the information to find Juggernaut, Mandalorian has to kill the scissors. Ha! The scissors have been vanquished. Hey, thank you so much, Mando. You killed the scissors for me. This is how you find the Juggernaut. Okay, great. And then he finds the Juggernaut, and Juggernaut's like, I'm the Juggernaut. You know, it's this, and you know, I could continue this all day long because I've got so many toys with me. But here's the thing, you guys. Here's the thing. It's the same story every single episode. I need to find blank, so you go to planet blank, you vanquish villain blank, and then you get information blank that leads you to another planet blank that leads. It's just this never-ending cycle. And I'm not saying it's every single episode. But it's a lot of them. So, I mean, these are, and I understand, these are kind of nitpicks, but they're also things that I recognize, and as a storyteller myself, it kind of bugs me. Okay, so that's my first problem, is that the formula for every episode is very repetitive. Yes, they break this formula sometimes, but it's a formula that we see in the vast majority of the episodes. Okay, my second thing. There's only an A storyline and not so much of a B storyline. Again, not every single episode, but the vast majority of episodes, we have just the story of Mando. And like I said, it follows that formula. He shows up to planet X. He needs to fight villain X in order to get information X that will lead him to the next X adventure, right? There is some character development there. But only for Mando, but it's also not like filled out, you know? It's not, we don't know everything that there is to know about Mando. We understand that, you know, he was, we understand a little bit about the Mandalorian lore and history and who these people are. And then, you know, when they eventually introduce Boca, Boca Raton. Oh man, why can't I think of her name? Katie Sackhoff's character. You know who I'm talking about. When they introduced Katie Sackhoff's character, wow, why can't I think of it? Boca Raton is the only thing that I can think of, which is a city in Florida, and that is not. Anyway, doesn't matter. We understand that there's a different faction of Mandalorians, and they have a different philosophy, and that the type of Mandalorian that Mando comes from is like from the old ways. Which, cool, awesome. You know, we get to understand a little bit more about Boba Fett himself, which, I mean, you know, take it or leave it. It's, I mean, I didn't care for his, for Boba Fett's filled out story. I kind of like him as, I don't know, he's not that he's an autonomous character, it's that he was a little bit more mysterious. I liked that, but yeah, whatever. But I guess he was a clone. We already knew that. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, there's a little character development, and all we get is just this one storyline of this one thing. And I understand, I've heard the argument from a lot of people, but Mike, this is following in tradition of a lot of spaghetti westerns. Like, The Mandalorian is a western. This is what westerns do. They've only focused on the A storyline. Okay. Great. Good for them. I need a little bit more. I understand what it is they're doing. That's not lost on me. I'm not a dummy. I just don't care for it. Again, we have elevated storytelling in a lot of television shows, in a lot of movies. We have multiple angles. Like, even just take Force Awakens, or I guess like the The sequel trilogy. I was thinking prequel trilogy. The sequel trilogy. We focus on these multiple characters in this whole kind of world. And The Mandalorian hasn't introduced a lot of characters so far. Very interesting characters. But we don't ever really get to see their stories or what motivates them. We only get to see them when they interact with Mando. For the most part, there have been a few scenes with Giancarlo Esposito, which is yes. I love seeing Giancarlo Esposito in this. He brings so much, but I would like to see more. What motivates him? What's his endgame? Like, what does he want with Grogu? What does he want with Grogu? How did he get the black saber? The name is evading me at the moment, but how did he get that? Like, there are stories that I would like, and I'm sure a lot of you are probably going to say, but Mike, there are B storylines. If you just look at here, brr, 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 brr. Yeah, I get it. There are B storylines. There are C storylines. But we don't go into the same level of depth. Well, we're not supposed to go in the same level of depth because it's true. I get it. I hear you. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying that for me, I need a little bit more. I'm not saying this is how the story should unfold. I'm not saying that this should be the Mandalorian storytelling techniques or devices. I'm just saying these are things that I personally don't care for. I'm not saying it's a bad show. It's just things that don't sit well with me. Which brings me to my last point. The use of recognizable actors like Amy Sedaris, Bill Burr, Nick Nolte, and there have been a few others. Bobby from Sons of Anarchy. Who else was there? There's Clancy Brown. For some reason, there's something about Clancy Brown that just doesn't sit well with me. And here's the thing: with some of these actors, they're great actors. And I love Amy Sedaris. Don't take this to say that, oh, Mike doesn't like Amy Sedaris in The Mandalorian, so he doesn't like Amy Sedaris. No, I love Amy Sedaris. She's hysterical. I just don't think that her comedic stylings fit into this world. It's very distracting for me. Whenever Amy Sedaris is on screen, I think she's in Tatooine, right? Whenever Amy Sedaris is on screen, all I can see is Amy Sedaris. I don't see her character. Same thing with Bill Burr. I don't see Bill Burr's character. I just see Bill Burr. Same thing with Clancy Brown. I don't see and Clancy Brown always gets like these ridiculous makeup jobs going on and prosthetics and all that stuff, which is awesome. But I only see Clancy Brown. He has such a specific tone. I only see that. And again, I'm not saying that this is wrong. I'm just saying I don't like it. I don't care for it. It doesn't sit well with me. Is it bad? No. Plenty of people love it. Plenty of people love Amy Sedaris. And, the Bill Burr episodes, people just rave about those episodes. And they were good episodes. I'm not, especially in season 2, when they came back and revisited, there was one episode where they, had Bill Burr on that big adventure or whatever. That was awesome. I loved that episode. But Bill Burr has it, I'm watching him in The Mandalorian in a Star Wars universe, and all I can see is this kind of jerky guy from Staten Island, from the King of Staten Island. I think Bill Burr works very, very well in those types of roles where he gets to be himself. But where an actor plays themselves, but Mike, Luke Skywalker, Harrison Ford, they're playing themselves. When I say Luke Skywalker, obviously I mean Mark Hamill, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I get it, but I don't know. It just feels different to me. It feels different to me, I don't know. Those are the kinds of things that just don't sit well with me. Again, I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm not saying this is bad storytelling. I'm just saying that these 3 points are things that just don't sit well with me. This is why I don't love The Mandalorian. I like it. I like it a lot. In fact, the last episode, spoilers about the last episode of season 2, Mark Hamill shows up. And they did like some incredible de-aging or deep fake or whatever it was. It looked weird, but less weird than the Princess Leia at the end of Rogue One looked. It looked weird, but it was less weird. I don't know. So those are just a few things that I don't care for about The Mandalorian. Pretty much everything else unilaterally, I really enjoy. Like, I love the production value. I love that they're introducing newer characters, and we're also getting to see like old characters, like familiar characters pop up. I think that's really cool. I don't love the references to the prequels, but hey, it's a part of canon. It is what it is. It's fine. But yeah, those are just some of my thoughts. Some of the things that I think about The Mandalorian. Anyway, guys, what do you think about The Mandalorian television show? Do you think I'm just way off the mark? Do you think that my opinions are valid? I would like to think that my opinions are valid because guess what? They are my opinions. But I also understand that many other people feel very differently than I do. Maybe you feel the same as I do. What do you think of The Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2? Are you looking forward to season 3? Are you looking forward to the Book of Boba Fett or the Ahsoka Tano spinoff? Or any of the shows, television shows or movies coming out either on Disney Plus or on the big screen? Let me know down in the comment section below. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like this video, click like. If you really like this video, click subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, click share, because that is exactly what Batman from the animated series would want you to do. His name is Batman.